Good morning, everyone. Starting my day, and figure I take you on it. Waking up now. It's 6:10 in the morning. I'm an early waker, so we'll start my day. Right on.
Right back down, but your love lifts me back to solid ground.
Today, got up in the morning. Not every night morning, but this morning I'm making rice for my meals throughout the day. And Hawaii has a real interesting way of measuring the water for the rice. I'll show you. Okay, so here's our rice, and usually when you make rice, the rule is same amount of water with the same amount of rice. So 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of water. But in Hawaii, it's kind of interesting. What we do is we fill the rice, put it in here, wash it, put it in here, this rice cooker, and then from there, what we do is, you see that first joint on my finger? We use that as a gauge. You see that? You see how it's the water line is hitting that first joint? So that's a good amount of water for the rice, Hawaiian style. The next step in my morning is letting out the bubbas. Always check the camera, see how they're doing, and they're always sleeping. So here I go, wake them up. Right, the dogs have their own kennel. It's like a whole nother room. So I go out of the house. There's actually entrances through the other rooms, but I don't use them. Here's their room. Let's see how they're doing. Hey, this is always the case. Bernie's always up waiting. Cargo wakes up right when we get here. And Tamashii, he's always out cold. Tamashii, you're always sleeping. You have to wake up, Tamashii. So I usually keep Cowgirl in here separate because she's like the alpha. Oh, he's up. He woke up. And Tamashii always, this is a total usual thing. Tamashii gets up and eats. Bernie pulls out one of his blankies out of the room. This is a total typical day. So it's breakfast time. And Cowgirl always just huffs her food down. Tamashii usually eats. And Bernie always doesn't eat or waits around to eat, eats a little later. He's a real picky eater. Also a real good nature look, because like Cowgirl, I can touch her. She doesn't get mad. I can touch the food. There's no aggression whatsoever on their part. Look, I can touch his food. I can touch him. I can touch his ear when he's eating. There's no care in the world. Super good natured. American bullies are really good natured dogs. You can see Tamashii is a super messy eater. Looks up and drops food as he's eating. Drools all over the place. And Cowgirl always comes. We call her the vacuum cleaner. She cleans. Look at the vacuum cleaner. It's like having your own vacuum cleaner. That's our vacuum cleaner. And Bernie's still not eating. And the summers are super hot, so I have a fan here that I can turn on for them. Bernie likes the fan. And then I have these mosquito pumps. So much mosquitoes. Try to light them. I don't even know if you guys even know if these things work. I don't even know if they work, but I light them just anyway. When Bernie just started eating. Good boy, Bernie. And this guy, in Hawaii we have this thing called Kanaka tap. The Kanakas are the Hawaiians, they're real big people, they always eat and sleep. So right now, Tamashii is demonstrating the perfect example of a Kanaka tap. You're the Kanaka king, yeah, Tamashii? Yeah, you're the Kanaka tap king, yeah? Oh, he doesn't like that. Typically, I have a huge yard for Japan, and my koi's mistakenly spawned. So I was able to make ponds to accommodate the koi's. I actually bought 5 from the home center, and then they spawned. I have about 170 now. So next part of my morning is always feeding the koi, and this is one of my most enjoyable parts of my morning. Come check it out. The one I have here, I actually dug and built myself. This one has about 150 of them here, and they are all hand fed from their little babies. So when they were babies, I used to hand feed them. So watch when I come to pond, they're excited. They love me. They see me as food. So every time before I feed them, I'll usually come down and I play with them with my hands so they understand that the hand is actually a good thing. I touch them and grab them. They come all around my hand. They come swimming into my hand. Here is a small pond. I call it the Miles Garden because this garden represents my friend Miles who passed away. So these are all the runts of the bunch. I put them in a smaller pond so they don't get eaten or killed by the more alpha ones. So these guys are real small, little babies. So keep them here so they can survive and be stronger. And here we come up to my big pond. You can actually swim in this. If I stand in the deep end in the back, it's about up to my chest. And the shallow end is about a little past my waist. So these are the big boys of the bunch. So they're all also tame. They love my hand. They'll come into my hand. And I touch them. Fish pellets. And I do the same thing. I feed them with my hand. A little siphon set up here that siphons out. So every maybe once a week I'll run the siphon, take out some dirty water, and then fill some fresh water. The next step, like every morning, is I walk around the yard and find all the little surprises that these guys have made for me. There's this contraption here in Japan they have. Is you open a bin like this, kind of sealed tight. So open this bin, and then you just push the bags of goodies down inside. Goes up, keeps the smell out. So I had like problems with my knee and my back, so I don't do any running anymore. So it's a walk. So I'm gonna usually go for a walk, and every time I go for a walk, it's always like this. Like I feel like I'm neglecting them. They have the best life in the world, but for some reason they always make you feel that you're not treating them good enough.
Don't wanna be whole by myself.
So when I go on my walk every morning, as I'm getting the exercise, I figured, may as well make the community nice, pick up some rubbish. So I bring these thongs and I bring up a plastic bag. And my mission is to try and fill one bag every day. So I try and take different courses and beautify my town. So if you guys walk or do something, casual exercise, you can stop and pick up stuff. Why not? Bring a bag, clean up, man. Help make your town better and make this environment better. Alright, man, just got back from a nice walk. Good exercise, good sweat. And picked up a whole bag of trash. This is just today. And man, you guys, take the time, walk to a rubbish can, throw your shit in the rubbish can, man, where it's supposed to be. A lot of times, a lot of you, like I thought, I used to throw my shit away on the ground and shit, and then thinking that, this one piece of paper not going to matter. But it accumulates. And those of you that actually think of doing it, but saying that it's not going to make a difference. It seems like it's not making a difference, but the proof is in the pudding, man. It is making a difference, because check it out. There's this much less trash in my town. So, you don't need to see it. Everyone doesn't need to see it, but if it's making a difference, let's band together and do it, man. Right on, guys. Because Sarah's not here, I gotta try and make my own food. Sarah's such an awesome cook, healthy food and good food. And now I'm lost. Been eating ramen for a bit, but need to change it up. So today, went to the market and cooking some white fish. Yeah. Looks good. These are the vitamins I take. So it's all like natural stuff. At one point, I think 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with like a thinning blood vessel to my heart, and I was in danger for a heart attack and cardiac arrest. So my cholesterol was too high, so they wanted me to bring it down. I actually went on statins for about 6 months, And I talked to one of my friends, Lucas, and he said that I can actually go on natural stuff. With the advice of Lucas, I've been on niacin, fish oils, L-carnitine, uric acid, magnesium, you know, all the natural stuff. And amazingly, my cholesterol went down in 1 year. So my cholesterol is good. I've watched my eating, cut out red meat, shellfish, but most of all, I got off the statins and keeping my cholesterol down. So just one of my things I do daily, take all this, my vitamins. Little packet is, well, this is 1 day. It's not the whole thing, just this 1 day. And this is my niacin, so I take the niacin in 2 dosages throughout the day, so getting healthy. So 3 years ago when I went into Thailand for a full body check, I got back the results, and I got the results in red, and that the red means the levels that needs to be changed. And next to it had a black level, which is the level that I want, or the range that I want. So I took a CT. They found out that the left valve to my heart, which is the most important valve, had like a little bit of a build up on it from plaque, and they recommended that I bring down my cholesterol level. So they wanted me to bring it down, put me on statins. I didn't want to go on it, but I thought that was my only choice. Found out that I didn't need to. So when I went on the natural supplements, my thing went down. So the test underneath is a test I took, I think it was 6 months later, and it all went down to perfect levels. All the colors there's no red. So I'm keeping it all down without statins and staying natural, thanks to Lucas. So I have a Destiny Forever website. It's destinyforever.com. And then every day we check it, Sarah and I check it, and whenever there's an order, I come in here when I have time and make them. I personally make every single bracelet. Sometimes Sarah makes them, but if someone requests my spirit, my hands, I make them. So this is actually for a fellow racquetball player. His name is David Simonet. He was actually one of the top junior racquetball players when I was playing. He was like way better than me, but he was in the younger class, or maybe my class, but he was like winning the tournaments, and I was like trying to actually get to the quarterfinals like that. But yeah, so this bracelet is called the Fuchsia Sakura. It's on the website, and it consists of, you know, quartz and rose quartz. So like the clear ones, the quartz are good for positive energy. It's a master healer. And the rose quartz is good for like communication, allergies, love, relationship with people. There's a lot of other meanings too, but that's just some of the main ones that I remembered. And so this is what it comes out to be almost here. So I'm gonna finish off the middle. I'm not alone, so in the office I have my 3 helpers that came in to help me. So I'm not working alone. The team is here too. Okay, now because Sarah isn't in town, I gotta go grocery shopping for dinner tonight. Thinking of making us sukiyaki. So let me go get my stuff. Oh, I love this fish, it's so good. Mushrooms. These mushrooms are super good to add in. Bacon. Spinach is always good. This sauce, this yakiniku sauce is so good. Some beef, yeah. Check it out. Here. And then it's all done here. It's the end of my night, but we decide sometimes me and James, we do podcasts. So right now, here we are doing a podcast. And this is how we do it, just like this, the computer. We talk, and it's, what time is it now? It's 11 o'clock at night. Closing off my night with a podcast. Almost end of my day. Now I'm headed to the laundromat. I was spinning it for an hour while I did the podcast with James, and I'm going to pick it up right now. Here I'm at the laundromat near my house picking up the laundry now. Let's go get it. Get this huge load dried, yeah. I usually do a little bit of guitar practice. I suck, but I enjoy it. A lot of nights I have a slumber party here. This is my sofa, so we just have a huge sofa. But tonight's not slumber party night. Guess what it is tonight? It's go home time. Go home. Come on. Go home. I want to go to bed tonight. So, hey, go home. Come on, let's go. Let's go home. Come on. Come on, let's go. Go home. Come on. Time to go home. Come on. Come on, let's go home. What? You guys? Go home. Come on. Let's go home. Come on. Come on, let's go home. Okay, bribing time. All of a sudden get deaf and can't hear me. This is my secret weapon. Let's see if it works tonight. Apple, the secret weapon. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oh, hey, don't jump on me. Let's go. You're such a bad boy. Come on, let's go. Oh, good boy, Bernie. Come on, go home. Come on, who wants apple? You want apple? Go home. Come on, baby girl, let's go home. Home, home. All right. Okay. And it's just so hot. These dogs. Get aircon in. Get their aircon on. They're good. Big ass room. Dog girl's in her cage, so she don't bother them. You guys are all good to go. Good night. Right, headed to bed. My bed's at the end of the hall, and this is like all the memorabilia, like pictures. Check it out. Ed Goldberg. He actually came up to me. It was pretty cool. The only one not in a suit. This is when I didn't stop punching Joe Estes. I got a big warning from the commission. Framed it. Cartoon, Van Damme. Yeah, so we're at the end of the hall. That's my room. Get ready for bed. Right, that was the day with me. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and good night, and see you guys later. Good night.